So in this lecture, we will execute our first C program, that is practical number 1, C programs using constants, variables and arithmetic expressions. Okay. There are some activities is given. You have to develop these 4 programs by yourself and execute. Okay. We will develop one C program that contains constant, variable and arithmetic expression. आज आपण हा C program पाहणार आहे, that is our practical number 1. Okay. So first of all, constants means what? We cannot change value of constants in program. Means what? आपण एकदा कॉन्स्टंटला व्हॅल्यू दिली की परत ती आपण चेंज करू शकत नाही. व्हेरिएबल मीन्स व्हॉट? व्हेरिएबल इज अ नेम ऑफ मेमरी लोकेशन अँड वी कॅन चेंज व्हेरिएबल व्हॅल्यू ॲट एनी टाइम, जसं की आपण आत्ताच पाहिलेलं आहे. And arithmetic expression means what? If you want to develop a plus b, a divided by b, a mod b, a minus b. So these are the all mathematical expressions. So let's check. So here we have to develop algorithm for this. So first step is start. This is the first step of our algorithm. Second step is declare constant with value. How to declare? Use const keyword, then int, that is data type. Variable name is a and value is 3. Then declare 3 variables. Declare 3 variables. Okay, 3 variables as integer. म्हणजे इंटिजरचे 3 व्हेरिएबल डिक्लेअर करायचे. ओके. and assign value to variable a equal to 10 and b equal to 20, and you have to declare 3 variable as a, b and c. Okay. Then fourth step, here we declare one constant, here we declare 3 variables, and here we have to execute one mathematical expression. So here perform c is equal to a plus b. So this is a arithmetic expression. This is a arithmetic expression because it contains addition, right? Addition, subtraction or any, these all are mathematical expression. Then fifth step is print. We have to print value or result. Print value of c, value of constant variable, right? All and all 3 variables, म्हणजे a b c च्या व्हॅल्यू आपण इथे प्रिंट करणार आहोत. Okay, this is the fifth step of our algorithm, and last step of algorithm is always stop. So here our algorithm is ends. So now how to draw a flowchart for this algorithm? Okay, how to draw? So first step and last step is same. So here I will draw this. So by using this symbol terminal, you can mention your first step and last step. So here first step is start, right? Then by using arrow we can connect next step. Second step was algorithm is declare constants with value const int a is equal to 3. So this is a process. So you can represent your process by using rectangle. Okay, rectangle. So here this is, and here declare const int a is equal to 3. Okay, or you can write down whole statement here, no problem. Then next is declare 3 variables a b c as integer and with a and b value. So here declare integer a b c semicolon and with value a is equal to 10 comma b is equal to 20 semicolon. Then now next is next Prathamesh Tamane, this is not a proper timing to attend this lecture. Why are you late? Okay, forget this. Okay, next is perform C is equal to A plus B. So this is again process. So we can represent process by using rectangle. So next is C is equal to A plus B. Then now next is print the value of all. So आउटपुट इनपुट आउटपुटला आपण काय करणार पॅरलेलोग्राम ऑप्शन वापरणार सिम्बॉल. So this is parallelogram, this is not rectangle, and print here, print constant variable, that is constant variable, then ABC, then okay ABC values. Okay, here our constant variable and integer variable name is same, so here I change this name as p, integer p is equal to 3. So change the constant name because same variable name is not accepted, so here I use p is equal to 3. Okay, and then last step is stop. So it is again represented by terminal stop. So this is the way how to draw your flowchart. Okay, how to draw your flowchart. This is the flowchart of above algorithm. First step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step, and sixth step. All steps are completed. Now go for program. See program code. So now type your program. So here I will execute this same program. So first declare constant variable by using const keyword, const integer p is equal to 3. Okay, then now declare three variables as integer a comma b comma c. Then next step is yes, anyone. Next step is, what is your next step? See this algorithm. Next step is yes, Kai. Next step, this one, right? A is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. We have to assign values. A is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. So now a is equal to 10 comma b is equal to 20. Okay, then now perform addition. C is equal to a plus b. Okay, so here I will give comment are not executed in program, but for understanding purpose, this is constant, P is a constant, these are variables, and this is your mathematical expression, okay, this is comment, single line comment. Okay, now print values of all variable, print f. So here I use quotation p is equal to %d, right? Then again comma p, right? So here you can print all the values of all the variables by simply copying this code. Here A, here B, and here C. So just change the message A, B, and C, right? All are integers, so %d is required for to print the value. C variable name, B variable name, and A variable name. So meaning of this, it will print P is equal to, and %d will print value of P variable. You have to use P variable name after कॉमा, या कॉमाच्या नंतर ज्या व्हेरिएबलची व्हॅल्यू आहे जिथे तुम्ही %d लिहिलाय तिथे ती प्रिंट होईल. ओके, so print new line output, so use slash n. So A is equal to printed on new line, B is equal to printed on new line, and C is equal to printed on new line. New line, /n is for new line, to print output on new line. So /n is used for to print output on new line. Okay, here I completed this code. So compile this, compile. Okay, zero error. Great. Now execute your program. So program is executed successfully, right? Value of P is printed 3, right? Here I assign value as a constant. P is a constant. So value is printed 3. Value of A is given 10. So 10 is printed. Value of B is given 20 is printed. And here it printed addition of A and B contents and stored this value inside C. So now C is printed here. So this is your first practical. Okay, here I copy this code. This is your first practical. Okay, and this is your output of first practical. So I will share this code in your group. Okay, so first practical is completed. Now what about next? Next question is, next question, कम्प्युटर सिस्टीम रिसोर्स यूज. आता रिसोर्स यूज मध्ये काय लिहिलंय, काय यूज केलंय मी, कम्प्युटर सिस्टीम विथ ब्रॉड स्पेसिफिकेशन. हियर यू कॅन write down your RAM. What is RAM? My RAM is 4 GB. Okay, or processor, my processor is i5. Okay, RAM is 4 GB. 4 GB is written in detail side. Okay, software, which software we have used to develop our C program? Yes, कोणतं सॉफ्टवेअर यूज केलं आपण?
Dev C++.
Yes, right, dev C++. So dev C++ software is used. What is here? Details, write down its version. Version is dev C++ 5.11. So version is 5.11. 5.11. Okay, any other? No other resource is used. Okay, result. So you can put your output here, like P is equal to 3, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30, right? So this is your output. Result is nothing but your output. And here conclusion is, thus we have studied, or we have successfully implemented C program that contains constant, variable, and arithmetic expression. Means this is the name of our first practical. So you have to write down, thus we have successfully implemented before that. Okay, now practical related question. Write error message given by C compiler during program compilation if variable is without declaration, is used without declaration. Means what? Meaning of first question is, suppose here A is equal to 10 is assigned value for A. Suppose I cancel this A from here. Means what? Declaration is not done for A, but here I use A is equal to 10. And here I printed the value of A. So what is the error message? Compile this. So there is an error message. A is undeclared. A is undeclared. So this answer is error message is displayed like error variable is undeclared, or you can use variable name, variable is undeclared. So you cannot use any variable without declaration. So answer of first question is like this. Write error message given by C compiler during program compilation if you use %d to print float value. Okay. So we will check this. So I will cut this code. So सगळ्यांना समजलं असेल. Suppose here I declare integer a is equal to 10. Integer a is equal to 10 and here I want to printf value of a is equal to %d comma a. आता त्यांनीच काय सांगितलंय instead question is something different. If you use %d to print float variable, so here you have to use instead of int float. So आता मी इथे फ्लोट व्हेरिएबल यूज केलंय. फ्लोटचा फॉर्मॅट स्पेसिफायर काय आहे? येस, फॉर्मॅट स्पेसिफायर फॉर फ्लोट
%f.
राईट, %f. बट हिअर त्यांनी क्वेश्चन मध्ये सांगितले %d वापरा आणि काय येते चेक करा. सो हिअर आय यूज %d अँड फ्लोट व्हॅल्यू, सपोज माय फ्लोट व्हॅल्यू इज 10.5. कंपाईल and execute. So value is different, right? Value does not match with a. My value of a is 10.5, but it doesn't print actual value. It prints wrong value because of %d. Suppose here I write down %f here, so it will print, I think, correct output, right? So compile and execute. So 10.5 is printed. After some digit, it prints, it contains 6 digit after fractional point, right? So remaining digits will be 0. So 10.5 is answer is printed. But instead of %d, %f, if you use %d, so it shows wrong output. So you have to write here, it shows wrong output, or it gives wrong output, wrong output. Okay. Write error message given by C compiler during program compilation if you don't use & in scanf statement. Okay, we will see scanf in detail in our next lecture, but see here what is the use of scanf. If you want to accept some value from user, you can use scanf. So just check here integer a, and here I given message to user printf enter value, and I want to store this value inside a. So use scanf. So scanf %d, and you have to use &a, means of it stores entered value inside a variable. It's represent address of a variable, memory address of a variable. So here I compile this and run this. It accept value, here I given 14. So 14 is stored inside a variable. Okay, but question is if you don't use &, so cancel this & from here and now compile your program. Zero error. Okay, 14. Program doesn't end, right? Program terminated incorrectly, right? So suppose I want to print value of a here, printf a is equal to %d, and here a. What will happen? Just check. Compile and execute. Enter value 15 आणि परत a is equal to 15 यायला पाहिजे. आलंय का? नाही, कारण त्याने व्हॅल्यूच ऍक्सेप्ट केलेली नाहीये आणि a मध्ये स्टोअर केलेली नाहीये व्हॅल्यू. सो a ची व्हॅल्यू प्रिंटच झालेली नाहीये. So here your answer is error message. DevC doesn't give any error message, no error, but value is not stored in variable. Okay, so this is the answer. Write output if ampersand sign with variable name is given while printing the output. Okay. So fourth question states that suppose here I use integer a is equal to 100 and here I want to print value of a. What is the code? Yes, printf quotation a is equal to %d and here comma a. So it will print value of a, that is 100, right? Here I close this, enter. A is printed here 100, but question is if ampersand sign with variable name is given while printing the output. म्हणजे या व्हेरिएबल नेम a सोबत आपल्याला ampersand sign द्यायचे. Okay, now compile this program. Zero error, run. Okay, so it prints some different value. My value of a variable is 100, but it prints different value 6422172. So this is the address of a. Okay, this is the address of a memory address. Okay, या मेमरी ऍड्रेसवर 100 व्हॅल्यू स्टोर्ड आहे. त्या मेमरी लोकेशनचा हा ऍड्रेस आहे. सो राईट डाऊन आन्सर हियर. इट विल प्रिंट ऍड्रेस ऑफ व्हेरिएबल. it will print address of variable. Address of variable means what? Here I declare a with 100, but this is memory location name, but address is different, and address is 6422172. 6422172. This is the memory address. Like you have your roll number, you have your name also, but you are same person, right? Same person, but same person has different name, different roll number, right? Same thing applied here. Variable name is a, memory address is 6422172, but value is same 100. Okay, this is memory address. So these 4 practical related questions are completed. So now what next? Okay, nothing. First practical is completed. Okay, so this is your first practical. First we have completed our algorithm, right? Then we can draw flowchart according to algorithm, and we develop one C program for this practical. Like here we declare constant, we declare variable, and we execute one arithmetic expression. And then next is we solve all the practical related questions. Okay, so our first practical is completed. Any query? Yes.